Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoa! I just literally started the call and this happened.
Cool.
Boom. It's a wild day on the Sunshine Coast. I was just chatting with Chris. We're putting together a retreat July 14th and 19th. One thing I like to do with people. Not everyone does this. I like to do it. I'd like to take people behind the scenes. The same way I just showed you that, the real life happening. There's a crazy wild storm here on the Sunshine Coast. The branch just fell down. Doesn't matter. They're the circumstances. But I want to talk to Chris about this retreat we got coming up. Since we've connected recently, you've come up, you've gone and done a retreat, NLP training. You're bringing on some amazing clients. You're just hitting your stride in so many ways, inspiring me, inspiring a lot of other people. What are you most excited about right now?
I'm excited about stepping into this creative zone where I'm starting to realize that the only thing that's limiting me is my imagination. So when we're stepping into that power place, when we start to realize that we can create so much, there's so many amazing resources, there's so many amazing people in this world, that when we start connecting with the right people and start accessing that, that genius state, we can start to create, just the most amazing opportunities in this life. So I'm starting to step into that more and more and just creating amazing connections around me and really starting to leverage the knowledge, the wisdom of others to really help me really achieve and create that amazing life that I know is there waiting for me. It's there waiting for me to claim it. So I'm in that power place right now.
I feel it, man. What I want you guys to always notice when someone speaks to you is the resonance. I want you guys to always, when you listen to someone, feel that resonance of how it's showing up in your world, how you're experiencing it, because that's a flow state. When you can connect to that, because say with Chris and I, we started connecting 2 years ago. And I said at one point you'll be in Bondi and I'll be in Bondi. That happened. And then you're going to be in Brisbane on Monday. We're going to catch up to talk about the retreat. Another guy we're teaming up with, Zach, who's an amazing guy. I can't wait for you to meet him. Just so happens on the same day, he's going to be in Brisbane as well. What are the chances?
Yeah, it's meant to be.
So cool. So we're just talking about the retreat, all the different experiences we're doing. We're doing a 5-day retreat in Bali, which is July 14th and 19th. It's 5 days of transformation. And, 2 days we get really deep. And then we do an adventure day. Another 2 days to dive deep. But the things we're talking about is this, I was just talking to Drew, one of the other guys I'm collaborating with for a retreat. And he talked about the last one he ran. He was over in Indonesia at a surf retreat, taking time away from his normal business. And all the people there taking time away from their normal business, investing their time and money and resources to be there. And one of the guys ended up doing a collaboration with Spotify. How many people watching this right now use Spotify, the app? All of us, basically. It's cool, yeah. And these ideas, this is what happens when you get out, you get connected to people. When you take action, you go to these events. You were just at a retreat recently. Tell us a bit about that. I know I saw you've been on Facebook Live. We tried to connect, didn't work that day. But what's changed for you, and what are some of the things that have shown up for you? Not just in terms of your health and your confidence, but also real life tangible business. What's been showing up?
Yeah, so by being around people in the same like-minded industry, and people that want big things out of life, that's been the biggest transformation in my life. The health and the confidence was great, but what's even better was being in a space where you're now surrounding and connecting with people that are wanting to create big things. So people that are well connected, people that have got other amazing ideas that we can leverage from. So for me personally, what's rocked up is I'm now working with Mercedes-Benz.
Boom!
So I'm now helping them, in the space of leadership, in the space of getting their guys into flow, helping the guys create high-performing teams.
Yep.
So again, hooked up with Mercedes-Benz and bringing the space of this industry of transformation into the corporate world and helping these guys rock out. So for me, it really is about connection. It's so much of our life and so much of the opportunities come to us from who we know. So that's what's really turning up for me. And I think that's what I'm really excited about is connecting people in this retreat that are going to be able to help each other, to be able to collaborate, to be able to really help and contribute to each other, not only from a creative and a flow point of view, but also from a resources point of view.
Yeah.
So,
I like that principle. I've seen myself as a bit of a super connector. I also chose that principle of being an alchemist, where there's always the resources, where everything can be changed, where so much more can show up when we come together. And we were just talking about it behind the scenes a second ago. We thought we'd jump on here and have a conversation, because one of the things we're doing for this retreat is curating connections. We want the group of people that come together are literally, like I experienced last night with a group of guys in the Sunshine Coast. I'll tell you about that in a second. the group of people that come together have the ability to put real life tangible projects together that they love, that are financial, that they implement, and that change the world.
Mm-hmm.
And rather than always having anxiety and overwhelm, they got flow. Rather than getting to that point where they're stuck and they don't feel that they can ask someone for help, that particularly those times when cash flow's lean or something's going on, that they've got trusted people in their life that they can be real, authentic, vulnerable with, and connect the dots and come together in a beautiful place. That's what I'm most excited about with it. And then you talking about, you got onto a random just before, health upgrades, life upgrades. You know, Chris's background was as an engineer when we first met. So that skill set, tell us about that, how that's going to benefit people.
Yeah, so I've got this wonderful analytical brain, this logical mind that I love to unleash about, you know, there's the creative and there's the flow, which starts everything off. But then obviously underpinning that needs to be that structure. It needs to be that implementation. How do we bring it in? How do we actually bring it to life? So that's my major strength, if you like, is articulating how do we join the dots and bring it all the way down to a detail level so we actually make it happen. So we walk away with a tangible plan, structure, roll it out. Once we get the plan, we can then implement the plan, nail it, track it, measure it, make sure it happens. So that's where my skill set, I think, really complements yours in terms of really blending structure and implementation with the flow and the inspiration really beautifully.
100%. You and I coming together just feels right. It's got resonance. It's got so much value to it. And the thing I'm most excited about with people is taking them away to that 5-day experience. And then they come back. And then they go, cool, okay, I got to supercharge my fridge. Some of this stuff that I have in there, I've got to chuck it out. Some of those people that I have in my phone, I've got to get rid of those contacts. Some of those business deals that I've been doing, that doesn't work for me anymore. I've got to a place of clarity and certainty where I'm willing to let go of stuff that no longer serves me and put into things that do. And that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about all the connections I have around the world and how I can actually share those with people to speed things up. It's one of my favorite things. You know, even the fact that Zach happens to be in Brisbane, it's going to be a massive impact for you and for him and for me. And, you know, I was just talking about last night. We're doing Wim Hof breathing, ice baths and so forth, sound healing last night. There was a helicopter pilot in the room. There's a guy, professional surf coach, also runs retreats. You know, all the whole plethora of different people there in that room, and you bring the right people together, the right minds. It's amazing. Even before we're saying, you know, I'm not going to be too public about this because I don't want to be like I'm trying to make out that I'm saying that I'm not. I don't want to ever do that. The one thing that's interesting is this. I've had a feeling for a while that we're going to go to Necker Island. I know you're going to come too, Chris. You know, one of my friends called me 2 days ago. He's like, do you want to come to Necker Island? I'm like, that's where my baby's due. But things like that connection alone, and it might be fun actually for you to have a chat with him. Yeah, if you want to go, let me know, I'll hook you up. And that thing is hooking people up from a genuine place, not just going, cool, I want to give you my business card so you do business. The best businesses and the best culture I've seen so far, the surfers. I'm here amongst all the surfers. I've got the long hair right now. I might chop it. But the thing that I love is when people come from a genuine place of contribution. How can I help you do more of what you love? I know that's where you're coming from, Chris, and everything you do. That's why you're picking up the clients like Mercedes and that startup project you're talking about. You're coming from such a good place. Yeah, that's the things. That's the main things I want to jump on and quickly share. What are the things you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm loving being in a really creative space where I'm now been able to flex and flow, and not only help anyone who wants to, you know, transform their business or their career, all the way down to work with the guys at Mercedes-Benz in the corporate space to love what they do even more, and really starting to float around. Depending, it doesn't matter where we're at in life, doesn't matter what we're trying to create. Principles and what we're about across contextual, we can apply this way of thinking to really make a difference in so many different areas of life. So this is where I get really juiced, I get really excited, because we've got that variety of being able to contribute to so many different people, whether it be wanting to upgrade their business, whether they want more money, whether they want more time, whether they want more freedom, whether they want to upgrade their health. We can create that. Yeah, we've got this amazing ability to be able to make that massive difference in people's lives. So that's what I'm really inspired about, it being really dynamic, to be able to blend the health, the nutrition, the lifestyle, the money, to create this overall life success. That's what I'm really pumped about, is just ultimate life success. And that's what I think, that's why I'm so pumped about this retreat, is because we can combine the best of the best modalities in this whole world and put it all into this 5-day package, this ultimate life upgrade experience. So that's what I'm super excited about.
Now I'm pumped about it too. Quickly before we end, let's give people some value at the end of the call, because if you guys have paid attention, that's probably the biggest thing you have as an asset right now in the world. You can outsource just about everything. You can get resources from just about anywhere. The world is moving so rapidly. If you don't learn to transform and evolve who you are and pay attention, you're out of the game. That's one of my biggest things right now, learning how to focus and pay attention on the things that are possible, that you actually love, with certainty, confidence, and charisma. That ability, it's huge. A lot of people it's designed ADD. So many distractions right now in the world, and the ability to focus on what's most important to you at a time of constant distraction is huge. That's one of the things I'm going to share with you guys today. Just take an hour a day to focus on the things at the start of the day, on the things that are a creative expression of what you want to do, whether that's a morning routine or that's journaling or time in nature. That's 60 minutes a day. It'll change your whole life and your business and your relationships. That's my tool today. What do you got, Chris?
Yeah, I got schedule the most important things.
Yep.
Focus on the most important things first. Plan it. Make sure it happens, because life can get so frantic and so many distractions in life that we've got to focus and we've got to prioritize the important. And we've got to get clear on what the important is. And when we actually start focusing on and scheduling the time to do the stuff that matters, that's when results show up in our life. So saying no to the distractions, saying yes to the stuff that's important, usually make it happen.
Brilliant. That's cool. So that's all we wanted to cover today. We just want to give you a little bit of behind the scenes. We're mapping everything out. We're going to connect up again in person. That's what we do. I'm supporting Chris on what he's up to. He's supporting me on what I'm up to. It's great. And I just realized how fortunate I am, and I don't take that for granted. And for some of you guys right now, you might already have that, you might not, but I just know that if you have the right people around you, truly anything is possible. You look after your health and well-being and your mindset, and actually just stay calm throughout the process. So much more is possible. So yeah, it's awesome to have you on today, Chris. I'll leave both our details below so you can get in contact with us. One, if you want to find out about the retreat or some transformational coaching or whatever you want to know. But if you're connected with our message today, I'd love you guys to share it. If this resonates with you, I'd love you to come along to the retreat. I'm going to be there. Chris is going to be there. We've already sold out half the places, which is awesome. We're really excited about it. And yeah, can't wait to see you all there. Boom.
Oh, cheers, bro. It's been a pleasure. Thanks.